Guys, I'm back. I'm like on my way to work, so I'm like, well, I'm not on my way to work. I'm already here. I'm just basically like trying to like chill out here before work. I don't want to just be inside standing at the time clock all the time, you know? I'm right here outside of the Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Hold on, let me show you. See? And they're building a new tower right there, which is pretty cool cuz I mean, hey, makes the downtown Atlanta more city. I mean, I kind of wish they didn't put it right there because basically it blocks the view of the Mercedes Benz symbol. Um, but hey, things change. It's like when I was in, what is it? I was in Tijuana and they blocked the view of the apartment that I always get. And that is so crazy. That is so crazy that they blocked the exact view that I love the most. But anyways, I just wanted to give you guys a freaking update on like how I'm doing with saving. Okay, so here's the deal. Um, Instead of starting to save with money, right? I just started with my mind, not saving memories or anything. No, like that doesn't even make sense. It does, but it doesn't. But like, I'm basically getting my mind together on saving. You know, preparing my mind to be a saver because I mean I lived through life and I learned that they say you always have to prepare your mind first before um you actually do the physical act. And so I've been in the process of, letting myself know, hey, you don't need this. Like when you go inside of a store, you think you need something. I've just been telling myself, hey, you don't need this, or if you got food at home, go get it at home. Like today was the first time in probably, well, no, I'm not gonna say. I'm gonna say since I started, like since I had my little awakening and that I was like spending too much, or that I was just being impulsive and just having so little self control. Today was the first day I actually went and got like like food like outside of home. And it was just like it was so weird because I hadn't done it in a while. I was literally cooking at home, like making home cooked meals, and it felt good. It felt good to just like literally make food at home, man. Like today I have spaghetti. So I had the spaghetti leftovers, but when I went to take my nephew to his appointment, I was like really hungry on the way. And, my niece was with me. And when you got like children in the car with you, you kind of want to go ahead and just get them some food and you don't want to make them wait. Granted, we could have packed something, but it's like the stuff that they have, you kind of need to warm it up. Um, and I didn't exactly plan ahead of time and make like sandwiches or something. That's usually what I would do, make like a little peanut butter and jelly sandwich so they can have a snack, or like make X, Y, and Z so that when we go somewhere, um, they will have something to eat while we're there. So today I literally got a large fry from McDonald's, you guys, and I don't know. I felt like it was rewarding rather than just regular eating, and I think it's because like, man, like I took the time to have self control and for like almost 2 weeks not eat out. Like it was special. It was a special feeling. And I feel like it's only the beginning. Like, you know, it's okay. If you plan to reward yourself instead of just like, just doing it, like you just rewarding yourself just to reward yourself, just to reward yourself. No, plan it ahead of time. Like, hey, eventually you will go out and eat. You're gonna go out and eat, and it's not to say don't do that. But the reason I'm even saying that in the first place is because most of that is where our money be going. Random eating out, like at least with me. I don't know where everybody else money be going. I can't talk for everybody else. I just know that with me, um, it's always food, and God is just saying enough is enough. Like, you know. Um, and I just felt like today was more rewarding because of how long I didn't eat out. You know, look around. It's actually kind of, well, it's not kind of, it's hot today. It's not cold outside at all, and I kind of feel regretful that I even have a coat on. Like, man, um, yeah. I wonder how like other people are taking their journeys. I know I feel like if I'm doing this, I feel like someone else in the world is doing this. Someone else is having a wake up call. Like this year, we got to do it right, you guys, with money, because the time is coming where like things are gonna get so high priced that if you don't have something saved up, if you don't have self control with your money, you are going to be on the street. You're either going to be on the street or you're just never going to be able to excel the way you want. You know, like if you do want to go out to eat, you want to have money to do that. If you do want to go to California, you want to go to France, you want to be able to do that just whenever you feel like it. You don't want to be sitting here waiting forever, you know, like, or wait until you get into a car accident again if you live through the car accident to get an injury check. You know, you don't want to wait until you hit the lottery. You don't want to wait until you find a rich man. You don't want to wait for all this stuff, you guys. Let's do it ourselves. Like, I like just waking up in the morning and knowing that I can go outside on my own and grab my own opportunities. I'm not waiting on people. I don't wait on people. Like, you guys, I don't wait on people. I just do stuff. And I've always been like that, you know? I like to go out there and grab what I want on my own. And if God leads somebody in my path to actually help me, then yeah. But I'm just for the betterment of people when it comes to encouraging people to do their own thing, encouraging people to, you know, use their mind. That's how I feel. And I feel like a lot of people don't use their minds, you know? So, it's a helicopter. It feels very good out here, you guys. If I can go swimming, try to cover up my clothes. You don't need to know where I work at. But if you do come over here, then yeah, it's the girl with the purple hair. Let me make you a drink. Anyways, but yeah, like I'm just really excited about this savings journey. Also, for people who have an Android, I don't know if I said something about this, but like Gemini on the Android, it actually can teach you how to save up for certain goals. Like you can ask it a question and you say something like, hey, how much will I need to save up for a $600 Miami trip in 2 months? You have to be very specific on how you say it. Say it just like that, or whatever trip you want to do, just give a number for it. Let's say if you want your trip to be $200, the entire trip. It's possible because I've done it before. If you want your entire trip to be $200, no matter where you go, just like ask the question, put it like, let's say Orlando. You know, because even though you know like $200 is good, you got to be realistic on where you put like you're actually thinking this money is gonna stretch. It's not gonna stretch that far in Miami. That's why I said 600. But I seen a flight for $36. $36 round trip. It was a Dollar Flight Club. It came through the other day because I used the Dollar Flight Club. It said $36 round trip through Frontier with a flight, and that's why I came up with the $300. Because if the flight is this much, then I'm gonna only need X, Y, and Z. And I know most hotels in Miami, um, they have the fees, resort fees and stuff, or like the nightly fees that add up, cleaning fee and crap. I use Booking.com for my accommodations. Airbnb, I used it just once for accommodations, but I mainly use it for experiences. But either way, you type in the Gemini, is actually inside of the Lord have mercy, my brain keeps having brain farts. Yeah, you type it in, you just say whatever trip you want, like say how much will I need to go to how much will I need to save for a $500 trip to France in 1 month? Yeah, make it drastic like that. And it's gonna tell you. It's gonna tell you. It literally told me how much I would have to save for a $300 round. Not round trip, $300 trip. Basically, they talk about the trip as a whole. This is what you got to save for. Like, and it just helped me out so well. Sometimes when you're learning how to save, sometimes you got to figure out your learning style. I'm a visual learner. If you could visually teach me how to save, I'm gonna save. But if you try to tell me how to save, like you telling me it as in you talking to me, I can't visually see the picture. Like I'm a physical chick and I'm a physical I'm about to say physical. I'm hands on and I'm visual, you know? And that has gotten me so far. And like for the first time I actually, besides eating out today, I actually like saved some cash throughout the week. Usually I don't, and I would just literally blow it and either go out because I like to tip, so I would save the cash up to tip another bartender or wherever I go. If it was a tipping option, I would try to tip. Like now, look, the convenience stores. I don't know about that. I feel like the convenience, especially the ones where they own the store. Like, stop, stop. Anyways, I'm like walking back to work now, about to clock in. What time is it? It's 4:31. That's too early. Actually, no, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna get my little 15 minutes early because we could clock in 15 minutes early. But yeah. Oh my God, you guys, the journey is just it's getting there. It's coming together. I feel hopeful. I praise God that I'm doing it through Him. I praise God that I'm not doing this on my own. I praise God that because He created me, I'm giving the glory to Him. You know, I'm just so excited for the future and I'm excited for this new me. I'm excited for this new me. Um, and because of this feeling I have, I just feel so exhilarated. Like, and I know someone else, I know someone listening to this is probably going through the same thing. Like, even if you get this video sometime later, whenever, 2 years later, 3 years later, it's just, it's time. It's time for you to upgrade. It's time for you to change. It's time for you to do better with yourself. It's time for you to let go of people who don't love you. It's time for you to, um, you know, start grabbing what you deserve. It's time for you to start loving yourself first. Love yourself first, and then you can start loving everyone else. But if they don't reciprocate that same love that you love yourself with, you'll know they're not for you, you know? And when you start upgrading yourself, people who are upgraded start coming to you. Like it's not the end of trauma. Never, never. The end of trauma is when we get away from this world and God gives us the new heaven and earth. That's when we'll be away from trauma. But until then, ask God for strength to keep moving forward because when you get into the new phase of your life, that's when you will literally have a new self. And that new self is going to be stronger for the new demons. That's how it's going to work. That's how it works. Like there ain't no, oh, it's going to be easier because you got more money, because I know someone going to learn how to save. I'm learning how to save. When you have more money, you have more problems, but because you have learned, you got yourself together, you're getting yourself together, this new prosperity that comes your way, you're going to be equipped for those problems. It's not going to be so hard. It'll be like, oh, well, I've been through this before. It's just on a bigger scale. But if God is for you, who could be against you? And if you are with the true living Father, everything will work out. The moment you step away from the true living Father, that is it. I'm telling you, things will go downhill. And I am a living testament to that. I don't play. I see stuff. I be seeing stuff. Like I actually experimented, you guys, living away from God just to see how it will work out. It didn't work. It didn't. There was God's servant Solomon. He lived away from God and with God to see the difference. And he ended back up with God in the end. Like, y'all better wake up. You guys better wake up. And maybe you already are. If you here, you probably already are. But if you're not waking up yet, wake up now. Because it's pain and torture and torment when you are away from God. You're better off just being with God. Who cares about what everyone thinks? Who cares about what's going to happen if you get with God? Who cares about what you're going to lose? If you lose it, you weren't meant to have it. You weren't meant to have it. So I hope you guys have a good week. I'm glad that somebody took the time to listen to me, you know. And I pray that everybody is good. I pray that everyone gets what they need this week. I pray that if anyone's struggling with rent, I pray that the Lord blesses you to get what you need, and don't resort to fraud. Don't resort to fraud, you guys. It's not going to work out. It catches up to you in the long run. Don't resort to fraud, please. Don't resort to stealing. Don't resort to prostitution. Don't resort to this stuff. You know, if you know it's not right, don't use the excuse you needed to do it for money. You didn't have no choice. You do. We all have a choice, you guys. Just do good and do right by people, and those same people will help you in the long run. Get yourselves together. It's not too late. It's not too late. It's never too late. But see you guys later. Bye.